State Bulldogs and your Michigan Tech Huskies. Welcome to today's game of sport and basketball. Student athletes to see sport as an extension of our classroom environment where we learn and learning lessons, dignity, respect for others. Today we ask you to the behavior that sports and student athletes cultivate speeches. By honoring our request to treat all fans, officials, coaches, and student athletes with respect. Let's make this event for all to enjoy. Thank you. And now here today's starting lineups. First for the Bulldogs. Starting at forward, wearing number 1, Michael Bingham. Starting at forward, wearing number 10, Owen Hardy. Starting at guard, wearing number 12, Joey Cabana. Starting at guard, wearing number 22, Brandon Clairbout. And starting at guard, wearing number 23, Chang Hoff. Head coach of the Bulldogs is Alex Fodness, who is assisted by Reese Hazelton and Tom Lesko. And now, here's the starting lineup for your Michigan Tech Huskies. Starting at guard, a 6'6" senior from Green Bay, Wisconsin, number 1, Marcus Tomaszek. Starting at point guard, a 6'2" redshirt senior from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, number 3, Nate Abel. Starting at guard, a 6'4" senior from Pewaukee, Wisconsin, number 13, Josh Terrian. Starting at guard, a 6'6" redshirt sophomore from St. Germain, Wisconsin, number 20, Gabe Smith. And at forward, a 6'10" redshirt senior from De Pere, Wisconsin, number 33, Dawson Nordgaard. The head coach of the Huskies is Josh Bittner, who is assisted by Zach Fleener and Ryan Peterson. Your officials for today's contest are John Safranek, Kenny Sarakis, and Richard Parsons.
Our starting lineup is coming your way. First for Coach Alex Fondness and the Ferris State Bulldogs. They will start number 1, Michael Bingham, 6'8" senior from Grand Rapids Catholic Central. Number 10, Owen Hardy, a 6'10" junior from Grand Rapids Forest Hills Eastern. Number 12, Joey Cabana, a 6'2" sophomore from Chelsea, transfer from Davenport University. Number 22, Brandon Clairbout, 6'4" senior from Zeeland East. And number 23, Chang Hoff, 6'2" junior from St. Paul, Minnesota, transfer from Oakland University. Bulldogs in red uniforms, gold numerals and black trim. Huskies in the white with the black numerals, gold trim. The same starting 5 of Tomaszek, Abel, Terrian, Smith, and Nordgaard for the Huskies. And we are underway. Michigan Tech will control the opening tip-off. Brought to you by Fine Line Tire in Hancock, Fine Line Tire Express in Houghton, where we serve you the guest. Marcus Tomaszek coming off 35 on a Thursday with the basketball. Cross court for Nate Abel. A little pump from Nate. Down low to Dawson Nordgaard. Defense comes along. Dawson fights, scores. Off the right side, little bank off the glass. And Michigan Tech, like in the women's game, draw first blood. Bulldogs will move around Bingham. Top, this is Hardy. And a little bit of a traveling violation called there as Brandon Clairbout is called for the traveling violation and a turnover by the Bulldogs. Speaking of turnover, plenty of different faces here on this Bulldog roster compared to what we saw last year. Guys like Ethan Erickson, Deng Ring, no longer part of the Ferris State program. Some different names to get used to here as Nordgaard fighting in down low again, left side of the lane this time. Ball comes loose, still on the floor, and eventually recovered by Bingham. Clairbout, top of the circle for a three-point shot. That's no good, and tap back recovered by Ferris State. Working it around. This is Clairbout again, 22. Guarded by Tomaszek. Long 2 from Bingham is no good. Rebounded by Abel. And Abel will get it to the three-point line, and now the Huskies will settle in half court. Abel for Tomaszek. Marcus, little jab step, pulls up the 3, no. Rebound tapped out of bounds, and it will be Bulldog basketball. Well, that was a shot that Marcus had working for him pretty well back on Thursday night. A couple of those step backs or side steps for three working in his favor. Bingham, the left hand over for Cabana. And Hardy. And Hoff outside Bingham, right wing corner. They managed to get it back. Bingham again turns and faces against Tomashik and comes up short. Rebound to Marcus. Marcus pushes the pace. Bingham reaches in to try to steal it. Marcus instead will work it back outside. Again, jab there from Marcus. Sidesteps, doesn't take the three this time. It's Abel. Nate getting towards the inside. Back for Marcus. Marcus through the legs, down to 10 on the shot clock. Plenty of time, but he shoots and he misses. And the rebound by Cabana. And the Bulldogs will work it back up the floor now. This is Brandon Clairbout. And Michael Bingham, who's had the ball in his hands a lot. Bingham going up against Terry in here, outside. They work it again to the three-point arc. Clairbout's going to try to drive in against Gabe Smith. Gets him off his feet, but misses the layup. The rebound by Gabe, and the Huskies still 2-0 leaders 3 minutes into the game. Abel back for Terrian. And Nate's looking down low for Nordgaard. Nordgaard against Hardy. He gets position. He gets the shot left hand, left side this time. Banks it off the window. And a 4-0 Michigan Tech lead. Clairbout in the corner, right in front of that Husky bench area. Get to the top for Hoff. Now Clairbout moving to the wing. And walks it back to the top of the arc. Hoff. Outside Cabana. Three-pointer no good. And tap for Hardy. He can't control, but looks like we've got a foul called on the play. And it's going to go against Gabe Smith. First foul of the day. Substitutions, Fernholz will come in. Also Warren will come in. Ty Fernholz, the sophomore from Stoughton, Wisconsin. Grant Warren, the sophomore from Wausau, Wisconsin. They'll take Gabe Smith and Dawson Nordgaard to the bench. 16-16 to go in the first half. It's brought to you by the Turbo Agency. Substitution Bryce Moore in the game here for Ferris State with the basketball, number 24, off for Cabana. Cabana goes towards the baseline. Nate Abel on him and defends against him well. Terrian gets control of the rebound. And it'll be Warren. Circulating the offense, gets the pick and roll, and a dunk! Working with Marcus Tomashik. And Grant Warren with authority, 6-0 Huskies. Nate Abel's backhand knocks the pass away, but it goes back to the Bulldogs for a corner three try. That's over the rim. Ball loose on the floor, recovered by Abel. Huskies have numbers. Tomashik. Marcus going all the way towards the basket, draws the foul. And we'll have free throw attempts for Marcus Tomashik coming up when we come back. 15:22 to go, first half. Michigan Tech pitching an early shutout, 6-0 Huskies. You're listening to Michigan Tech men's basketball, presented by the Turbo Agency on Mix 93. Illinois picks up the first Bulldog foul of the day. back to Thursday night. Marcus, a robust 14 of 15 from the free throw line. Didn't necessarily have the most visits for a minute there, but up to 79 trips to the free throw line now. That's on the season after Thursday's game. And his 80th free throw attempt of the season is good. Shooting near 78% from the line. Averaging 20.1 points per game after last night's effort. That free throw also good. 8-0 Michigan Tech early advantage here over the Ferris State Bulldogs. This is Brandon Clairbout up to the top. Justin Ossie, 6'6", junior from Melbourne, Australia in the game for Bingham. And Ossie, top of the circle, three-point shot is good. 6'6", 250. St. Francis Xavier College and Dawson Community College for Justin Ossie. The Ossie over for Warren. Facilitating here, Grant Warren, backdoor cut. Was nearly taken away by Bryce Moore, but then he bounced it off his leg and out of bounds. Huskies will keep possession here. Good pass there from Warren, looking at the backdoor cut with Tomashik, but better reach for Moore. Inbound goes to Warren, and like Tim Duncan before him, banks it off the glass, and the Huskies with a 10-3 advantage. Nice to play from out in front here for the Huskies. Hopefully they can keep doing that, certainly throughout the game. Moore into the corner, Ossie gonna try for three again, and why not? Justin Ossie with another three-point shot. We'll get some numbers on Ossie here. 5 of 11, am I seeing that right, on three-pointers here this season? So not a lot of attempts. Tomashik with Ossie on him, goes out for Warren. He'll try to answer with his own three, can't do it. Rebound comes all the way to Fernholz, more of a three-point shooter, gets it to go. No offense to Grant Warren, but in a three-point shooting contest, Ty Fernholz most likely going to beat him. And a 13-6 advantage for the Huskies here after Fernholz with a three. That ball thrown away and taken away by Grant Warren. And Tomashik working with the basketball here, just taking a bit of a breather. Offense motioning around. Fernholz into the corner, Terrian, three-point shot up. Might have got a piece of it there, Bingham. Not sure if he did. The shot came up well short. So that's what leads me to believe he got some of it. Moore over for Clairbout, three-point shot is good. And Ferris State has erased a big Michigan Tech advantage here by hitting three-point shots all the way down the floor. Now we've got a whistle. Did Tomashik and Ossie collide? Is that what happened before that? Tomashik not looking terribly comfortable at the moment, and I saw Ossie peeling himself off the floor. Oof. Trunk there for Ossie, got a lot of Tomashik just before that three-point shot went up. And Marcus feeling that one a little bit here. He'll head to the sidelines, get some attention from the training staff. Jesse Nepgezik, Matt Schminda will check in. Nordgaard and Smith back in to join Fernholz for the Husky 5. And it'll be Nepgezik. For Schminda and Gabe Smith. Gabe looking, surveying for Fernholz. Down low, Nordgaard, chair got pulled out from under him, down he went. And moving off to the races where's Ferris State. Huskies able to get back on transition defense nicely there. Moore inside against his counterpart 24, Fernholz. Oh boy, almost traveled. And he'll turn and he'll fade and he'll score. Bryce Moore almost got caught there. After picking up his dribble, who's been in a difficult position, but makes the most of it and scores. Nordgaard now will tee up at the high area of the paint, got it over for Schmeinda, whose dribble drive off the left side scores more for the Huskies. 2 in the bank for Michigan Tech. Thrown away. Ferris State doesn't believe it. And they'll argue their case, not going to get a whole lot of it right now. We've got a timeout on the floor. 11:46 to go in the first quarter. First half, it is Michigan Tech 15, Ferris State 11. This is Husky basketball presented by the Turbo Agency on Mix 93. Got 11:46 to go here in the first half. Michigan Tech 15, Ferris State 11. Early results on the score sheet. Huskies 8 points in the paint. Shooting 60% from the floor, but 1 make from three-point range from Ty Fernholz out of 5 tries. Benches have been more efficient and required here than earlier in the women's game. 9-8. Michigan Tech's benches outscored Ferris State's early in the game. Huskies also 3 second chance and 2 fast break points, and have led for 7:52 of this game. Right now, Justin Ossie's 2 3-point shots, the big difference for Ferris State. He, however, not on the floor right now. Husky Schmeinda in the backcourt with Nepgesic. And a little pump fake there, got his defender, goes all the way to the hoop, but misses the shot. No foul is called through the contact right at the rim. The seas parted for Jesse Nepgesic and couldn't get the final finish. Meanwhile, a block on his side defensively. Ferris State trying to get some putback attempts, cannot get them. But Nepgesic with a big block right at the top after an offensive play that got him all the way in there. And you can see there was some collision on the wrist. But then Hoff goes all the way in. Nordgaard can't grab the rebound. The putback attempt for Ferris State for Ty Boyd couldn't go in. And now I think they're going to look at the monitor perhaps to see who the last player to touch was here. Well, an official review on this one. And I guess my chances of speculation on what's going to happen are not worth going through here, because in the women's game, I thought it was fairly clear it was a Michigan Tech possession, and it turned out to not be that way. So the people watching back at home on Flow, I'm sure we'll get a bunch of great views from our crew on replays for whatever it is that they're looking at. But I'm going to refrain from commenting and speculating on what may come about from this review. 11:18 to go in the first, 15-11, Michigan Tech in the lead. So I told you there's some new faces here on this Ferris State team. Again, guys that we saw last year that were big. Reese Hazelton, Ethan Erickson, Dang Rang, Jimmy Scholler. Nathan Clairbout was a big player for them. But again, the page has turned here, and under new regime, we've got some new players and some others stepping into new roles, certainly after graduation of other players. Andy Bronkema now the head coach at Central Michigan University. Officials are giving explanations to the respective sidelines, and reaction from the Husky bench doesn't seem overwhelmingly positive, so looks like it's going to be Ferris State basketball. Somebody's going to have to be the inbounder, and Might be Bryce Moore eventually. And now he'll step back. With 17 on the shot clock here, he'll trigger it in. And we'll get it in for Chang Hoff. St. Paul, Minnesota. For Bingham, back for Hoff. Drives to the basket, hands off for Hardy. Misses the bunny, rebound Dawson Nordgaard. Huskies defense gave up some positioning there, but Ferris couldn't convert. Down low, Nepgesic has it go off the foot of Bryce Moore. Official directly in front of that one. Looks like one of our officials may be the same from Thursday night. Inbound goes to Nordgaard against Hardy. He's gotten a couple baskets against him so far, and he will try to get another. Did not, but he draws a foul this time. Richard Parsons, one of our officials. And John Safranich. Something like that. Those are our three officials today, and that is hopefully the extent of the air time that they're required to get today. Free throw from Nordgaard is good. Whistles were busy on Thursday night with the amount of free throws shot between the Huskies and the Wildcats. Second free throw for Nordgaard, good. Huskies shot 32. Wildcats shot 34 times. Huskies now up 17-11 over Ferris State. 10:36 and counting first half. Clarabout. Ty Fernholz right on him. He'll stay around the outside. Trying to drive his way in here is going to be Hoff. And it'll be tipped out of bounds. But it will stay with Ferris State. And Marcus Tomaszek has gotten his repairs, returning to action here for the Huskies. Shot clock violation on Ferris State. Now the officials going to gather and discuss here. I don't know what the call was there again, but now we've got 1 second on the shot clock. And Ferris will have to inbound and shoot. They do. It's Aussie, and he is going to miss it all. Well, that's going to hurt the percentage. But now it is officially a shot clock violation. And the Huskies will take over on offense. Tomaszek working in the backcourt. Gabe Smith to relieve the pressure. For Dawson, top of the key. Sets up for a handoff to Tomaszek. Marcus, step back from the free throw line is good. Can't believe it's not butter. It's Marcus Tomaszek, smooth on that fadeaway shot. Aussie working up at the top. He's going to drag Nordgaard out there now, away from the basket. Bingham's going to try to take it to the rack against Smith. Cannot do it. Rebound for Schminda. Matt's going to settle it down over for Nepgesic. Nepgesic, the dribble. Pump fakes against Cabana. No foul is called, but he gets the finish this time around, and it's 21-11. Huskies up by 10. Halfway through our first half. A little bit more than. Bryce Moore goes up. He tries to put a layup in. That doesn't finish, and now Aussie is going to be fouled by Nordgaard. The Bulldogs have missed a ton of close layups here early on. And Justin Aussie will go to the free throw line. Again, not a frequent visitor there. Now just 4 of 10 on the season from the free throw line. Another one from Aussie is through, swirls through. Swirled through counterclockwise for him. just like you would expect from an Australian. As Tomaszek's got it here. Screen set by Nordgaard, looking for the roll, wasn't there, so Tomaszek keeps it. There's the same step back and the same result. It's good.
Marcus.
And we'll get you that announcement from Mark Moylan here in just a little bit. As Cabana pulls up inside the lane, and that's no good. Rebound taken by the Huskies. And now another whistle, and Gabe Smith goes down hard right in front of the cameraman. Yeah, and he hit the ground pretty hard there. And it's going to be the first foul called on Michael Bingham. And Gabe Smith is at the free throw line. This is the first one, though. So coming into today's game, Marcus Tomaszek was 6 points short of 2,000 in his career. And the basket that he made gave him 6 points, so he has 2,000 career points. One of only 3 players, I believe, that said that has accomplished that feat. Aussie, step back jump shot. That one no good. Put back no good. Ball is loose. Clairbout had it. Eventually it's recovered by Boyd. Outside for 3 from Moore. No good. Rebounded by Smith. And Ferris State having a hard time making shots from the floor. They're ice cold here this afternoon. Warren for Tomaszek. Marcus, and crossing over here. Working, left hand, goes towards the lane and gets fouled on the play by Cabana. And we have 7:38 to go here in the first half. Michigan Tech 23, Ferris State 12. You're listening to Michigan Tech men's basketball, brought to you by the Turbo Agency on Mix 93. Perhaps it's only fitting that Marcus Tomaszek got 2,000 career points on one of his signature step-back jump shots from the edge of the free throw line. Joins an exclusive club that I do believe contains only Kyle Monroe and Larry Grimes. Now, as electric as Marcus has been in his career, and he'll head to the free throw line here. He's gonna have some work to do throughout the rest of the season if he wants to eclipse Kyle Monroe's 25-42. But he's 1 point closer with that free throw. Huskies doubling up the Bulldogs 24-12. Another free throw coming up here for Marcus, which is good. Bulldogs will work back down the floor here on offense. They have not found a lot of success shooting from the floor here so far. Cabana outside Aussie. 3-point shot is short. Rebound taken by Nate Abel. They've made 4 shots. 3 of them have been from 3, so that's what's keeping their point total up. But they have missed a whole bunch. They haven't scored here in over 5 minutes from the floor. Down low, Grant Warren with another dunk opportunity. And another good feed by his teammates to find him open on the cut to the hoop. Ferris State just lost the big man on defense. Boyd going inside, has to cut it out for Cabana. 3-pointer, that's good. Bulldogs now 5 of 24 from the floor after that 3-point shot made. Tomashek and Tarian. And Marcus and Josh again, open for 3. That's good. Now Josh Tarian being more aggressive offensively can only be better for the Huskies, having more options offensively. Aussie inside against Warren, handoff for Clairbout. He is fouled on the play. Brandon Clairbout picks up the first foul on Ty Fernholz for the Huskies. That's their 3rd team foul here. 6:10 to go in the first half. Bulldogs have 4 personal fouls called on them so far. So still a little ways away from bonus opportunities, but the shooting foul gives Clairbout 1 free throw there and another one yet to come. And they're finally arranging each other's positions in the lane area, and Clairbout's free throw is good. 30-17, Michigan Tech out in front here. 6:10 to go, first half. It's brought to you by the Turbo Agency. Tomashek bringing it across half court, picked up there by the Ferris State defense. Keeping a close eye on him. Fernholz over for Warren. Here comes Tomashek, grabs a double team there for a second into the corner. Tomashek step back. That is no good. Rebound Clairbout. Deceiving from this angle. It caught so much of the webbing of the net, but did not go through that it almost looked like it did. Bulldogs throw it away. Stolen by Tomashek. Marcus now has to settle it. Ahead for Abel. Nate into the corner. Near side. Fernholz for 3, no good. Rebounded by Owen Hardy. 6'10", 205 listed for Owen Hardy. To the basket, and Hardy gets the little handoff underneath from Bryce Moore, and he's able to finish on the offensive end. Still a double-digit lead, though, for the Huskies. Grant Warren, 3-pointer, no good. Rebound was taken by Tarian, but there's a foul called underneath. Bryce Moore. Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty clear miss on the shot there on the fadeaway from Marcus, but just kind of funny the way that it came through from my vantage point up here. Just came underneath the rim and caught so much net. Nordgaard outside Schminda and Nepgezik. Jesse to the basket, no. Nordgaard fighting through hands for the rebound. Outside Schminda, no. Rebound, Nepgezik, yes. Nearly stolen away by Schminda. Picked up there for the Bulldogs. Bingham back in the game. Another tip ball, but still with Ferris State. Boyd inside, bullies his way to the basket and finishes. Not something the Bulldogs have been able to accomplish near the basket today. They've missed a handful of easy layups, relatively speaking, close in. 32-21, Schminda down low, Nordgaard with Hardy defensively. Pump fakes, glass, and a foul on Owen Hardy. It's 2 on Hardy, 6 on the Bulldogs. Aussie gonna come in for him, it looks like. Good work on the offensive glass, these couple of possessions here by the Huskies. Nordgaard misses that free throw. Still looking at offensive rebounds, though. Ferris State right now credited with 8 offensive rebounds. And during this homestand, that's been something that's bothered the Huskies. Grand Valley and Northern both did very well on the offensive glass. Both free throws for Nordgaard are missed. Davenport wasn't as successful on the offensive glass as those other teams, but still something that right now, something that Coach Bittner wants to have cleaned up. Bingham's gonna step back for 3. A rainbow is no good and recovered by Abel. Fed ahead for Gabe Smith. Wants to dunk. There was some contact. No calls. Nepgezik outside. Nate Abel. No. And a rebound to the floor taken by Bingham. Huskies getting a couple of great second chance opportunities, but not converting. This is Ty Boyd. And a rattle through 3. It's Aussie again. Here's Nordgaard against Aussie, asking for the pressure. Nordgaard goes straight to him, then draws a foul on Bingham as he comes over to help. So Bingham's gonna have 2. We've got a foul there and another timeout on the floor. Second, by the way, again on Bingham, 7th on the Bulldogs. 1-1 at the least. Moving forward for the Huskies. 3:02 to go first half. Michigan Tech 32, Ferris State 24. This is Husky basketball presented by the Turbo Agency on Mix 93. We've got 3:02 to go here in the first half. Michigan Tech 32, Ferris State 24. Bulldogs have started to climb out of the hole shooting that they started at. They're now 8 of 28 from the floor. Huskies still 12 of 24 from the floor. I say 8 of 24, it's 8 of 28. Nordgaard at the free throw line again here for the Huskies. This is a shooting foul. He missed the front end again though. Now 2 of 5 from the free throw line for the Huskies big man from De Pere. He had a lane violation, but it didn't matter as Nordgaard made that one. So 33-24, Huskies are in the lead. Under 3 to go here. Aussie try the dribble against Nordgaard, goes after him, and it'll pick up a foul on the play. And it's going to be against Dawson. It's going to be his second. Team's 4th. So personal fouls right now on Smith for 1, Fernholz for 1, and Nordgaard for 2. As Aussie hits the free throw. Grant Warren will come back in for Nordgaard. Dawson's played a little over 10 minutes at that last break. And Grant Warren has played about 7 minutes so far, and Grant's been effective today. Aussie misses that free throw to recovery on the rebound by Schminda. And Smith will bring it up here for Michigan Tech. Nepgezik to Abel and Smith. And Abel again. He wanted to get a roll there with Gabe, not gonna get it. Throws it across Schminda and Warren. Grant Warren's gonna step into a 3, no, rattled out. Aussie, who had the matchup against Nordgaard outside earlier there, this time here he gave it up to Warren, and they did not convert. Inside, Nepgezik's defense, not enough. Tay Boyd goes ahead and gets the layup, and it is 33-27. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Some full court pressure here. Abel ahead to Schminda, and the Huskies break it. Nepgezik open left wing for three. Yes! And a nice transition basket there for the Huskies. Jesse Nepgezik getting the three. And we've got another whistle and a foul on Tech. And it's going on Jesse, his first. Smith out, Schminda out, Tomashik and Tarian in for the Huskies. .136 to go, first half. Inbound. This is Boyd. And Aussie picks up his dribble. Had to make something happen there. Now it's Boyd, steps into a three. That one's good with 2 on the shot clock. Huskies did not get a hand up on him quick enough. And it's back to a 6-point spread here. Abel, Nepgezik, and Warren. Looking down low for Jesse. It was tipped. Jesse got it, and then a tied-up basketball on the floor. Foul on who? Foul on number 20, Ty Boyd. Could have been a jump ball, but instead it's going to be a foul. His first, team's 8th, 1-1 here for Jesse Nepgezik. Misses, rebound by Boyd. He gets his revenge. Under a minute to go in the first half. Joey Cabana, timeout, Ferris State. Huskies have another foul to give before 1-1s come up, so we'll see if that comes into play at all here during this last minute. At our halftime show, we'll have a full recap of our stats, Pepsi trivia, other scores. All on the way. 36-30, Michigan Tech out in front right now. Their lead has been as much as 15, but Ferris State is certainly cut into that. Huskies have led for the bulk of the game. Again, both teams' bench players contributing nicely here this afternoon. Looking at 20 and 18, Ferris State, Michigan Tech. Ferris State will get to inbound here from right in front of Josh Bittner. And it will go to Aussie and Cabana. And now Aussie's going to get another 3-point shot. He's seemingly feeling it today. He missed that one, but the rebound taken by the Huskies. Tomashik. Guarded by Boyd. Tomashik. We'll leave there with Abel. It'll give it go. Right back to Marcus. He goes in, and you can hear that slap up here. Foul on Ferris. Chang Hoff gets the foul. His first, team's 9th, 1-1 for Marcus. Last of the 1-1s here with 22.8. Huskies going to get substitutions as Smith in for Warren. And Schminda will come in for Tomashik at the conclusion of the free throws, or at least that is the goal here. And Marcus makes the first. Next one is good. And now the shot clock goes off. Ferris State will have the last possession here, potentially of the first half. 22.8 to go, and that Schmein to Tomaszek swap occurs here. And Cabana will pick it up here for Ossie. And Hoff. Continuing his dribble with the left hand. Nipgezik is there. Goes all the way to the basket. Jesse got a little bit too handsy on the shot attempt with 4.5 to go. And a foul is called. It is his second. So Chang Hoff, St. Paul, Minnesota, and Oakland University, who's at the line here for Ferris State. That free throw is good. Huskies gonna bring in Fernholz and Tomaszek. Terry and Smith and Abel for the Huskies with 4.5 to go. Bring in somebody who can hit the threes. And that line drive is no good. Marcus the rebound. He rushes it ahead. 2-1. Pull up is no good. Just inside the three-point line. And that's how our first half ends. It is Michigan Tech 38, Ferris State 31. At half, first half was brought to you by the Turbo Agency. And our halftime show is coming up next. Michigan Tech leading by 7 here on Mix 93.
Thank you to the Walrus Brewing Company for sponsoring today's games. Michigan Tech Athletics is proud partner of Walrus throughout the season. Remember to pick up some Walrus Brewing products next time you shop for delicious meats and sauces. And now more big music, let's send it over to the Michigan Tech Band.
gold jerseys, his first career points back in 2022. And now today he's hitting free throws at a good clip that we hope he continues throughout the course of the afternoon. 2,000 career points for Marcus Tomaszek. A couple of those signature step back, fadeaway jump shots. Oh, you gotta love it. Of course, if you're not a Husky fan, maybe you're not as impressed, but 5th Husky with 2,000 career points, and we are underway here in the second half. Clairbout with Gabe Smith guarding against him. Nate Abel's guarding Cabana, who throws the ball off to the side. Covered by Ferris, and to the basket, and into the basket is Chang Hoff. And the Bulldogs get the first basket here of this second half of play. Thank you for joining us here on Mix 93 and Flow Sports this afternoon for Huskies basketball, the final game of this homestand in the GLIAC for Michigan Tech basketball. Three-pointer from Terrian was blocked by the long Owen Hardy, led ahead for Bingham. Scoreless in the first half was Bingham. They'll continue to work it around for a three-point shot for Cabana. That in front iron was no good. Gabe Smith tries to grab the rebound, and Bingham just got caught in his arms all together and tangled up. So a jump ball, possession arrow here will go to the Huskies. 1 minute has elapsed in our first part here, the second half. Abel working the backcourt for the Huskies, the redshirt senior from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. And there is a foul called. Is it on Nate? It looks to be on Nate Abel. And yeah, Nate got caught holding onto the jersey of Joey Cabana running up the floor right in front of the scorer's table. So he picks up his first foul, team's first here in the second half. Kind of a senseless foul by the Huskies. Hardy tries to go inside against Nordgaard, gets it and one. Hardy has been battling down low with Dawson Nordgaard, and the Huskies senior has gotten the better of him for the majority of the day here today, but that time Owen Hardy wins the battle. But he misses the free throw. Free throw comes all the way outside, wide open for three in the corner. Clairbout got, and we are tied at 38. Timeout, Huskies. Well then, it was Michigan Tech up by 7 less than 90 seconds ago, and the Ferris State squad has turned it around here with a couple of big shots, including Brandon Clairbout from the left corner, wide open. Another offensive rebound by Ferris State created that opportunity. The Bulldogs had 8 offensive rebounds in the first half, and the missed free throw goes all the way back for a Ferris State rebound and a golden opportunity that they collected in on. 38-38 as we've got a third personal foul total called on Dawson Nordgaard here. That was before that free throw was made. Or attempted, I guess I should clarify that. So Josh Bittner just decided, you know what, we can't let this get, this snowball get rolling downhill. We're gonna go ahead, take a timeout, settle things down, and reboot here in this second half. 2 fouls against Michigan Tech so far. And no points, 7-0. Ferris State grabbed the first 2 baskets here this half. And here's Smith for the Huskies. Up top for Warren. Grant's played well. Tomaszek tries to split the D, and he'll draw a foul. Owen Hardy will be the guilty party, his third. And Hardy has been limited to, looking at that, now it's gonna be about 10 total minutes he's played here as he comes out of the game for Aussie, who played now nearly 12 minutes of action. Limited by the fouls. Tomashik corner. 3 is good. Great curl off the inbound pass. Finds Tomashik in the near side corner and tickles the twine of the net for a Michigan Tech three-pointer. On the other side, Chang Hoth tries to get one. He can't. It's rebounded by Nate Abel. Pushed ahead for Josh Therrien. He wanted to step into a 3, decided against it. Gabe Smith goes down. No foul was called initially. Now another foul is going to be called here as Gabe lays it up. An and-one opportunity for the Huskies. And it's going on Justin Ossie. I don't know if that was just a late call on that or did he do something else on the other end of that play to get him the whistle. But it is an and-one opportunity for Gabe, who got a bagel his last time at the free throw line. This time, though, he gets it. Was 0 for 2, is now 1 for 3. Huskies lead back to 6. The timeout well taken by Coach Bittner to get his team straightened out. Clairbout driving in against Warren. Return to sender on that one. Ball to the floor. Josh Therrien goes with him. And I think he's going to cut a foul on the play. Rolling over the top of Clairbout, trying to get that ball. I guess that certainly can consider that a little bit excessive, but that's the effort level that Therrien puts in. Try to get every possible opportunity they can. First foul on JT. Bias is broken up. Tomashik dunks it in! Nice read and steal by Tomashik, coast to coast for the dunk. Here's Bingham against Therrien. Down in the low block area. Bingham long and cannot make the shot, and a foul is going to be called on the rebound as Tomashik looking towards the crew over there. Some of the Husky footballers back in attendance today. Kind of feel like he gave him a Kirk Cousins, you like that. Second foul called on Chang Hoth. And it is Nate Abel for Therrien. Therrien looking for the cut from Tomashik. Wasn't there. Marcus comes back out. Give and go there with Therrien. Marcus gets his defender turned. Up into the air is Gabe's defender, and they just couldn't get it. Abel goes inside. He'll fade away on the jump shot, and that one's good. Well, remember, we were tied at 38 just a little bit ago, and the Huskies have scored the last 10. 48-38, Michigan Tech out in front. Here's Bryce Moore. He'll step back on the 3. That misses a lot, and it's rebounded by Nate Abel. Abel ahead for Smith, and he dunks! Another dunk there from the Huskies, and now a timeout, Ferris State. My, how the tides have turned. Michigan Tech needed a timeout to slow down the roll of Ferris State as they scored 7 straight to start the second half. And Michigan Tech used that timeout wisely and have now scored the last 12, including a couple of emphatic Michigan Tech dunks, one by Marcus Tomashik, and now a fast break from Gabe Smith. 16:19 to go in the second half. Huskies 50, Bulldogs 38. 30-second timeout. Back after this on Mix 93. You know, in 1995, it was Tim McGraw who made the phrase, "I like it, I love it, I want some more of it." Very popular. And today, Marcus Tomashik and Gabe Smith's dunks have me feeling like Tim McGraw. 50-32, Huskies out in front here, about 4 minutes gone in the second half. They've scored the last 12. Justin Ossie tries to answer for 3. He cannot, and it's recovered by Michigan Tech's Abel. Nate ahead for Tomashik. Marcus thought about stepping into it. He doesn't. He'll work it back here for a more conventional half-court style offense. Tarian for Tomashik. Marcus guarded by Bryce Moore. Tomashik inside, turns, whoops, ball out of bounds. For the Huskies, that's going to be the 4th turnover. Marcus tried to turn for the fade and just lost the handle on it and rolled out of bounds into the Huskies bench. Joey Cabana, guarded by Abel. Goes into the lane. Abel's still there. Ossie against Warren. Loses it, out of bounds. Stays Bulldog basketball, last off of a Husky. Well, Warren's got the height advantage, but Ossie has the rest of the size advantage. Cabana trying to get Nate Abel off balance. Nate just all over him. And the shot no good. Rebound for Gabe. Ahead for Tomashik. He thought about stepping into it again. Even got the defender up into the air, but didn't take it. The respect you command. You're a GLIAC Player of the Year. 2,000-point score. Down low, wide open. Gabe Smith gets blocked on the dunk attempt by Tay Boyd. Little too slow to develop there. And Boyd able to get him blocked on the dunk attempt. Now Boyd goes all the way to the basket for a reverse layup against Tomashik. And the scoring streak by the Huskies is broken at 12. The lead is 10, 50-40. Gabe Smith, corner 3. Yes, sir. I don't see Gabe take a whole lot of threes, but that one looked pretty pure from the right corner. And an answer by Michigan Tech in a good way. Add 3, it's 13 for Michigan Tech out in front, 53-40. Long 2 there, taken by Bryce Moore. Gabe Smith kind of saddled off of him a little bit with the ball movement that was going on. And here's a screen set by Warren. They wanted to get that pick and roll. Instead, they go to Nate Abel, who drives to the basket and picks up a foul on Cabana. Huskies have had some success with the pick and roll, and they had it designed nicely at first. And looking back at that dunk that was blocked, and I think Gabe Smith was surprised. He didn't think Boyd was going to have a shot at the block. He didn't know anybody was going to be there. Free throw made by Abel. Sort of a stunned look on his face. I don't know if anybody really expected a block to come out of that one, but nice job by Boyd. Another free throw here for Abel. Good to see Nate being able to contribute a little bit more in today's game in terms of minutes. He was held to just 12 or so against Northern Michigan. Felt like more, but he was guarding hard and picking up fouls, and today's over 22 minutes to lead the Huskies. We've got another foul called underneath. This one, I think, Fernholz. Nope, Gabe Smith instead. Second on Gabe. Yeah, Gabe reaching in on that one. I saw the little tug on the jersey by Fernholz. You could have called it maybe a little bit earlier even. But then Gabe, it's a lot of times you're getting that help defender getting the call. Moore against Tomashik, all the way to the basket. Now Marcus is going to pick up a foul. Well, the pump fake got Marcus out of position and gave the opportunity for Bryce Moore to drive it in against him with positioning towards the basket. In the end, not a heck of a lot Marcus could do once he got back in front of him. It's already pretty much too late. So Bryce Moore gets the free throw. It's up to 5 points now. And everybody but Marcus Bingham has scored today, or excuse me, that is Michael Bingham. Mykel. Free throw, good for Moore, up to 6. Aussie's the only one in double figures so far for Ferris State. Again, they've spread the wealth around a little bit. Abel ahead for Fernholz. We got another whistle and another foul, and this is a technical? I'm trying to figure out exactly what happened. I thought I saw what looked like a technical signed by our official, and maybe a physical response from Tomaszek as a result. Now the referees are talking it over. And maybe we'll get an official announcement. Okay, so Marcus got one there. Somebody said something on the Ferris State bench apparently, and Marcus responded to it. Marcus got a technical as a result, but so did the Ferris State bench. Now I don't know who that really gets credited to. Is that, as a result, going to go on the coach? Or are they able to single out who the person was who said it? Or what have you, but Marcus picks up a foul and a tech as a result. And the bench for Ferris State has one as well. No free throws will be awarded, it appears. And the Huskies will inbound from among the people over there where the ball was when the whistle was blown. So much ado about nothing in that sense, but a couple technicals to be concerned about possibly for the future here. Fernholz, Smith, Tomaszek. Hard screen set there. Tomaszek spinning around. Boyd is there. Another foul is going to be called. And Boyd maybe trying to embellish a little bit of something there to see if he can get that second tech on Marcus. It's a foul on Boyd. Oh, they might have just tangled feet a little bit. Yeah. But I wouldn't, if I was in his position, I'd certainly see if I could make something look worse than it is. Outside for a Fernholz 3, it is good. The touch pass from Tomaszek underneath gets the tie. Fernholz outside, and the three-point shot is good. Boyd, his counterpart number 20 guarding him, that's Smith, and we've got another whistle and another foul is called. Offensive foul. And it is going on the Bulldogs. Chang Hoff is third. Now the Bulldogs have 7 personal fouls. The Huskies have 6. Bonus coming up for the Huskies. A lot of time left here in this second half. 13 minutes basically left at the time of that foul. So could be a lot of free throws down the stretch. There is the potential for it with the foul situation as it is. Warren, handoff for Fernholz. Back down, Warren, there's another foul, and now Grant Warren will go to the free throw line. Owen Hardy's gonna have number 4. And his visit to the stage was very brief. Reaching over the top of Grant Warren. 1-1 coming up here for Grant. Front end is good, earns the second. 59-44 Huskies. Another free throw here can get them the largest lead they've had of the game. It was 15 back in the first. It got tied at 38. Since then, the Huskies outscored them 21-6. Make it 22-6. Grant Warren stays perfect at the free throw line this season, now 8 of 8. 12 and a half to go here in the half. Cabana for Clairbout and Boyd. Boyd around his back, lost the handle for a moment. They'll go down low to Aussie against Warren, and he got good position there against Grant for the 2. Fernholz lets the motion go there for the Huskies. Over for Therien. Right back for Ty. Gezik for Therien and Fernholz. And Therien down to 7 and 6 in the shot clock for Fernholz. Shot is up. It is no good. The rebound and a foul. No, a jump ball. Clairbout was getting the rebound and Gezik came in to try and make the play as well. Clairbout went out of bounds at the same time. They kind of touched the ball around the same time. No foul on the Huskies, but a jump ball. And we'll have the resumption of play after this timeout. 11:44 to go, second half. Huskies 60, Bulldogs 46 on Mix 93. So as we get ready to return to play, Michigan Tech's 5 on the floor will be Nordgaard, Therien, Fernholz, Schminda, and Napgezik. Little breathers for Smith and Tomashik, Abel, Grant Warren, who'd put in some nice minutes there just a little bit ago. Grant's up to 16 minutes today. Bulldogs go down low. Therien against Boyd. Boyd, fadeaway jump shot, that missed, and it's picked up by Schminda. Josh Therien getting harassed there right at the midcourt line for Nordgaard, and they'll relieve here. Therien, and another whistle, another foul away from the basketball. Looks like Napgezik's getting this one. Offensive foul called on the Huskies, number 5, Jesse Napgezik, team 7th. And the Bulldogs inbound, get it across half court. Here's Cabana. Transfer from Davenport. Continue working it outside. Aussie and Hoff. And Clairbout. Three-pointer is good. Brandon Clairbout hits the three-point shot. It's been threes that have kept the Bulldogs in it here. They've had limited two-point success today. Their shooting percentages as a whole have not been very good, but 3 points have helped them stay in a chance to this game as Fernholz misses the corner three. Rebound Therien. Outside, Napgezik thought about taking it. Then he took it to the drive, then hesitates, then loses it. Tipped away. Schminda. Three-point shot for Matt's no good. Rebound taken and a collision and a hit to the face area there by an errant arm. And it's going to be on Josh Therien, and we'll see if they opt to review this in any way. Substitutions for Michigan Tech will find Tomashik and Gabe Smith coming back in. Napgezik and Fernholz will head back out. We are not getting any review at this point, so free throws forthcoming for the Bulldogs. And the front end rattled through there. Ooh, we've got a foul called here. Lane violation on Ferris State. Justin Ossie. They just want to double check. Did they call a foul or just a lane violation over there? I think it was just a lane violation. And that appears to be Ossie getting a little handsy with Nordgaard there and pushing him into the lane. Officials saw it, didn't like it. And so the free throw negated and the Huskies have the basketball. Sometimes you feel like you've seen a lot and there's still so much more to learn and understand about the game of basketball. But I can assure you what Ossie did right there, yeah, that's not legal. So now free throws coming up here for Gabe Smith following another whistle and a foul on Bingham. And misses the front end, tipped out and saved by Josh Therrien. Nordgaard gonna go all the way, hard to the basket for the layup, and one. And that's another foul called on the Bulldogs. It's on Ossie, he's got 2. And now there is 10 fouls for Ferris State and double bonus for the Huskies moving forward for 9:53. Nordgaard will not make that free throw either. The Huskies missed the front end, but converted 2 on it. In the end anyway. They missed the front end. But all came out in the wash to some degree. Going to the basket, Moore, no good. Rebounded by Nordgaard. And here's Matt Schminda for Smith. Nordgaard with Ossie on him. Over for Tomaszek. Marcus for Schminda, right back for Marcus. Looking. Well, give and goes here. Schminda was open, now he's gonna drive to the basket, pull it up, and miss. Rebound tip, Nordgaard had it, but he couldn't collect. Rebound comes all the way to Joey Cabana on the tip. Cabana will get it back. Gets into the corner, 3 is off, and rebounded by Tomaszek. Marcus for Dawson, back for Marcus, and he gives that little step like he's gonna shoot, and then he threw it away. Going for Therrien, a little lax in the pass. Into the corner, Clairbout for Ferris State, too long. Ossie grabs the rebound. Spins around Gabe Smith, who blocks it from behind. It'll stay Ferris State basketball, but Gabe Smith did a nice job recovering on that one to get the block on the backside of that play after a pretty nice spin move by Justin Ossie. 8:38 to go here in the half. 62-49, Huskies out in front. Fernholz and Abel back in for Michigan Tech for whom? Therrien will step out along with Schminda. Substitutions for, that was easy. Little slow to get the grab on there, but Nordgaard got a pretty clear hold onto that jersey of Justin Ossie. And now it's 4 on Dawson. Unfortunately for him, there wasn't a lot of traffic in between the sight line to the official. So easy for me and easy for the referee to see. And Nordgaard will depart to the bench. Grant Warren will be back in his place. First free throw for Ossie is good. And another free throw coming up here is good. 62-51 after a pair of free throws for Ferris State. Huskies have been to the free throw line quite a bit here today. Ferris State a little decent distance behind, but Still, they've taken theirs. Fernholz. He really wanted to go for it. He throws it off for Grant Warren. And Warren back for Fernholz. Ball at his feet. It's loose. It's taken. And the Bulldogs with a steal. Huskies getting a little sloppy here with a couple of plays. Now Nate Abel to steal. He goes down the floor. He lays it up and draws a foul. Misses the layup, but he gets the harm. Bryce Young. I knew I was going to say with the Panthers and Rams playing, you knew Bryce Young was going to come out of my mouth at some point. Bryce Moore, the foul there. This Bryce is certainly taller than the Bryce that plays in the NFL. Free throw for Abel is good. Brandon Clairbout back in. Aussie will go to the bench. Boyd and Bingham and Hoff on the floor for Ferris State. Second free throw is good for Nate Abel at 64-51 as we approach 8 minutes to go. A couple players in some foul difficulty here, which will reset a little bit later as Boyd goes right into Tomaszek. And Marcus will pick up his second personal foul, I do believe, or is it 3 actually? It's 3 because of the technical foul. So with 7:55 to go in the second half, Michigan Tech still holding on to that 13-point edge, 64-51. You're listening to Husky Basketball on Mix 93. We have 7 minutes and 55 seconds to go here in the second half. Michigan Tech's lead is 13, 64-51. Huskies led by quite a bit in this game at various points. 15 in the first half, got erased to a 38-38 tie. Huskies then broke it back out to a 16-point lead, and it has hovered in the range of 10 to 15 points here for a little bit. Free throw for Boyd is good. Huskies will take Warren off the floor, and it'll be Nepgezik in his place, so going a little smaller here. Ferris State doing something similar. Neither Hardy nor Aussie is on the floor. And Ferris State going to try to employ some more full court pressure here. As a result, they do get a steal, and Boyd loses it out of bounds. Marcus tapping on his chest, letting them know, that was my bad. I did not come to the ball as I should have and let Boyd undercut me. Fernholz will be sending it in here to somebody eventually, and it's Gabe Smith or Marcus. And Ty. To Jesse and Gabe and Nate. Everybody's touched the ball down low for Nepgezik, trying to get himself some space down low, and he creates a little bit against Clairbout for the put up off the glass. 66-53. For Boyd. And looking down low, here's Bingham. Ball knocked out of his hands and back out for Clairbout. Back for Bingham. Guarded by the freshman Nepgezik, lost the ball. Jesse gets the steal and hands off for Abel. Abel runs it down the floor for Gabe Smith. The ball hits the floor. There's traffic around, and it's swung around outside for a Tomashik three, and it's good. Well, things got a little hairy for a moment there underneath. There were 3 Ferris State players. Gabe Smith, the only Husky, and the ball was on the floor in between his feet. Somehow he corralled it. They swung it around, got it all the way to Tomashik for an open three. Huskies lead is 16. Moore inside, get it. Driving it in against Nate Abel there, and Nate's gonna get the inbound. And he'll throw it ahead for Smith. Toss for Nepgezik. Jesse gonna go inside, stop about midway. Throws outside to Marcus. That was a dangerous pass. Now Marcus will just launch from 3. It is no good. A rebound was taken by Ferris State. And going to the basket, losing the ball off of Gabe Smith. Gabe got a swipe at it, knocked it away. Looked like he knocked it, must have been off of himself there. Fernholz, Nepgezik out. Tarian back in, Schminda back in. Aussie back in for Ferris State. Aussie with a defensive mismatch, tried to take it right at Matt Schminda, and we have a pile underneath the basket. Nobody really had the ball. Aussie just tried to go right through Matt Schminda, and then players ended up on the floor to try and get the loose ball. No fouls or anything called. It will stay Ferris State basketball. 9 seconds on the shot clock here. We're under 6 minutes to play. Aussie gets the inbound, and they went to go back to him. Bryce Moore had him on the cut, but he was a little too quick for it. And he put the pass too far in front. Aussie had to set the screen, and then he had to get around it, and he just didn't get through quick enough for the pass. Tomashik, handoff for Abel. And now Nate will control it up the floor. And another whistle away from the basketball. And I think Boyd holding on to Tomashik on the cut picks up a foul, and more free throws coming up here. Well, not a hold, but he impeded him, and they certainly made their contact around there. Well away from the basketball is Tomashik with another free throw here today. Huskies up 15, 70-55. 5:32 to go in this one. Big win for the Huskies today if they can secure it. Free throw, good. Defending home court is important. And you've already lost 1 on this homestand here, 4 straight games, so got to come out 3-1. 16 points the advantage right now. Turning the corner, running right into Matt Schminda was Bryce Moore. Stopped in his tracks. Down low, Aussie bowls over Josh Tarian, and he picks up the offensive foul. A little cleanup to do underneath the basket. Inbound goes to Abel. And he gets through all of the calamity of the Ferris State defense to set it up on the forecourt here for Michigan Tech. He's taking his sweet time. The right side to Tomashik, and another foul called. And this is Boyd again, or is this Aussie with Smith? It is Boyd. It is 4 on Boyd. That puts 3 different players for Ferris State with 4 fouls. Hardy, Moore, and Boyd. Huskies have Nordgaard with 4. Nepgezik and Tomashik each with 3. 4:59 to go. Smith front ends the rim there on the first free throw. Speaking of the foul merchants today, you've got Hardy and Nordgaard coming in, both again with their 4 fouls. Boyd goes to the bench here to cool off a little bit. And Gabe misses both. And it goes out of bounds. Ferris State botches the inbound. And it's Husky basketball. Nordgaard down low against Hardy. Can they pick up the 5th against Hardy? Not this time. Nordgaard misses. Hardy gets the rebound. Moore. And a whistle underneath. And Terrian tying up with Bingham's going to be another foul. And it's 3 on Josh. And Michael Bingham can break his scoreless game, and he does at the free throw line. Terrian out, Fernholz in. And he misses the second. Bingham splits the pair. And it's 71-56. Huskies in control. Tomashik races up the floor. Give and go with Schminda, and it's Tomashik. Not getting a foul call. Fernholz for Nordgaard and Schminda. And Abel, everybody again getting a touch here in this possession. Abel, that's a hard fadeaway that almost got it, and Nordgaard's gonna pick up a foul. It looks like going over the top on the rebound to end his day, perhaps. Oh, it is actually on Hardy. I thought it was gonna be on Nordgaard going over him on that one. Instead, it's on Hardy. And his day instead is completed with 4:11 to go. Well, they had his arm hooked, so I guess that's why it looked like he had to go over the top of him that way. Tough to see that sometimes when you have to follow the ball. You don't catch what happened a split second earlier. Nordgaard makes the front end of that free throw. So Hardy only got about 12 minutes of gameplay in today and is on the bench with 4 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 fouls. Dawson's true on his next free throw. It's 73-56. Bingham trying to find down low and a mismatch there. Aussie guarded by Abel. They go through and on a switch, a block by Nordgaard on Bryce Moore. And with 3:54 to go, we've got a timeout on the floor. Second half is winding down. Michigan Tech still in command, 73-56. You're listening to Husky basketball on Mix 93. All right, I'll see what I can do here. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty of this game here today. Huskies 73, Bulldogs 56. Tech trying to win 3 of 4 on this homestand here and stay in first place. And the GLIAC, Aussie for 3. It is good. Nordgaard was late closing him out, which again, not a surprise because Nordgaard down low, guarding the basket more so. And then his man getting out to the 3-point line. Fernholz gets the catch and throws ahead. And nearly taken away again. But Abel will calm things for the Huskies. Smith and Nordgaard, hand off to Schmeinda, right away for 3, no good. Rebound hauled in by Gabe. And the reset to 20 on the shot clock. Abel. Smith, down low Nordgaard, bodied up by Aussie. Back out for Abel, pump fakes the 3. Now he has to do something with it. Into the corner for Gabe. Shot clock winding down, Schmeinda's gonna launch a 3, it's off, and rebound by Bingham at the shot clock. All the way down the floor, Cabana for Aussie. He's in the corner. Nordgaard's gonna face up against him a little bit more. Outside and into the lane is Cabana, and it drops in. Joey Cabana was open, and then he drove it closer to the basket. Managed to get it to bounce off the rim and in a couple times there. And Fernholz will step into a 3. No good. Rebounded by Ferris State. Huskies need to keep moving the ball offensively the way that they normally do here. Ferris State with another 3-point shot from Aussie, and it's good. Aussie's got 5 3-point shots made today. He has matched his season total through the first handful of games that he's played. Timeout, Huskies. It's back to single digits here with 1:44 to go, so again, you'll need a timeout here to settle things down and start getting the game pointed in the correct direction. During our post game, we will hear from head coach Josh Bittner, hopefully following a win as the Huskies get ready to hit the road for Saginaw Valley State and Lake Superior State next weekend. You hear those games live on Mix 93. Right now, though, a job still to finish for Michigan Tech. .144 on the clock here in the second half. Both teams well into the penalty for fouls. Huskies have shot 30 free throws. Ferris State has shot 18. Both teams have made 2/3 of their shots from the free throw line. Tomashik, bodied up by Moore. Marcus, looking for a little bit of screen help. One-on-one, Tomashik, step back from that free throw line, that one's off, no good. Another chance, heaves it at the bucket, and it misses it all again. And a shot clock violation. Well, Marcus missed the whole bit there on the fadeaway, and the ball managed to get back to him, and not really a classic jump shot form there for Tomashik, so certainly lower percentage to try to get that one to go in, that's for sure. Bulldogs are in single digits here. Cabana with Tarian on him, goes all the way in, and again, he gets that multiple bounces off the rim. And the inbound to Abel. Looked like he was going to go to Marcus. And then a foul is called on Aussie, I believe. His 4th with 1 minute to go. Tripping up Abel there right off the inbound. So Nate will go to the free throw line here. He's been there a couple times today. Now you've got 4 on Boyd, Moore, and Aussie, while you've got a foul out from Hardy. First miss of the day at the line for Nate Abel. Gabe Smith is 1 of 6 from the free throw line today. I didn't even realize that. He's had a tough day at the stripe. Those will happen once in a while, but thankfully to this stage it doesn't appear to have hurt the Huskies that much. As Abel makes the second, and it is an 8-point lead with a minute to go. Bryce Moore goes to the lane, lays it up, and in. Timeout Ferris. And now we'll see this matchup of timeouts and fouls and extending the game as much as you can. And good job by Terry and just say, you know what? You got to the basket, you got me there. I'm not gonna make things worse here by picking up the foul. And so just sort of kept on backing up as the shot was going there and didn't draw any extra harm. So good work. No need to make it a 3-point play opportunity, that's for sure. Nordgaard's the only Husky with 4 personal fouls. Again, there's 3 of them for Ferris State that currently have 4 personals and 1 that is fouled out. Nordgaard's the Husky with 4, and he is not on the floor right now. Huskies have free throw shooters out there. In for Schminda. Back for Marcus. And they will ultimately make the foul call on Clairbout. 48.2. Free throw for Marcus is good. Marcus is over 20 now today. Misses that free throw. Just as I was thinking, he's been perfect from the free throw line. Cabana take it all the way to the basket, and he will be fouled. And the game will drag on, courtesy of fouls. It's going to be just the first on Matt Schminda. And Joey Cabana at the free throw line makes the first. And Smith out, Fernholz in. Again, the free throw shooting crew out there. 1, 2, 3, 24, 13. And second free throw rattles out from Cabana. It's recovered by Abel for Tarian, and they foul Josh. Well, Tarian certainly has the shortest resume of the options there on the free throw line, but in terms of percentages, still not a bad choice. Not a lot of bad choices certainly out there. It's kind of the point of the substitutions. And that free throw is good. 76-69 makes it a 3-possession game with 32.4 to go. And Smith will come in. Offense, defense swaps there with Fernholz. And front end, no good. Tarian with nobody else there gets the rebound in with 4 Bulldogs on the line. He chases down his own rebound. What a play by Josh Tarian. Are you serious? 4 Ferris State Bulldogs were in the lane area there to grab that rebound, and they were all just standing there watching as Tarian followed it up right away and stole it. Couple there for Marcus, 78-69. We're under 30 to go here. Cabana quickly down the floor for Boyd. Boyd gonna try to bully his way through Nate Abel. And really, he could have traveled on that one too, but they'll instead call a foul on Nate Abel. Right? Or is it on Gabe Smith? No, it's on Gabe, it's third. Guess I don't know who fouls anybody anymore either. I've missed several of those today as the free throw is good. There were points where I thought it was pretty clear, but obviously I was wrong. And Boyd misses a second. Schmeinda's gonna get fouled with 18.3 to go. It's 78-70. And that may be about the last hurrah for Ferris State here. Schmeinda can collect at the free throw line. Obviously the Bulldogs will try to hustle down, see what they can do scoring-wise, but with 18.3, the light is flickering on Ferris State's opportunity here and likely to fall to 6-6. That free throw for Schmeinda was no good. And looking to clear up some of the perspiration on the floor. Matt Schmeinda will line up for his second free throw attempt. That one is good, and it's 79-70. 18.3 on the clock when Moore got the ball, drives to the basket, and sinks it through. 12.5 to go here. Still a 7-point edge. Ferris State's going to foul again. It's Clearbout. And I think Ferris State's bench has effectively conceded here. Alex Fodness kind of giving him the, all right, let's settle down kind of motion out there, which feels like the universal signal of it's over, fellas. Tomashik hits the front end of that free throw. Another one to come up can make it a 9-point game with 11.4. He does. Bulldogs will hustle it up the floor to try and continue to score. Back for Boyd. Boyd's going to go in, and he will miss in the rebound for Terrian. And that's all. Michigan Tech with a successful weekend this weekend after splitting at home last weekend. Finished the homestand 3-1. They defeat Ferris State 81-72. Our post-game show and conversation with head coach Josh Bittner is on the way. A superior player of the game will be awarded as well. Stats, scores, and our wrap-up of today. Huskies a winner, 81-72 on Mix 93. Sure.
Basketball